Hey world, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Courtney, of course, if you haven't been here before. And today I just wanted to talk to you guys all about some of the reasons that we should be switching back to Earth. So for me, um, like I'm not gonna say many years ago because I'm not that old, but maybe 10 years ago, I remember I was like just walking in front of my house and I thought to myself like, why do we use medication if a lot of times the active ingredient, which is the ingredient of the medicine or whatever they're giving you, is actually copied from a plant source, herb source, and then, they either isolate that and then add a bunch of synthetic chemicals to it, or they just create a complete synthetic and then add more chemicals to it and then give it to you for X, Y, and Z. So, essentially, for me, I think that because herbs as a remedy to heal and cure your body, I think, it's the original. That's what we were doing up until maybe the early 1900s. Then, people started to slowly transition into medicine. But even then, they would give turpentine, um, apple cider vinegar, for people. And I mean, doctors even used to give people like coke. So, I mean, essentially, I think it's interesting that, you know, there's no purpose of moving away from the original if the original didn't, do anything to not work. Like it's working, it still works today. We just do something different because who knows? So I guess my first reason is to say, um, you know, that it was the original way to cure your body. So there's no purpose of switching from the original, right? Um, so some of the um, medicines that we have today that are like number one ranked are actually active ingredients are from herbs. One of them is the Pacific yew tree. The active ingredient is actually used for breast cancer and tumors. A medicine called vinblastine. Um, active ingredient is from the Madagascar periwinkle tree. Treats leukemia with an 80% survival rate. So it's not like these things don't work. It's just that, we've kind of been trained to do otherwise. So that's what we do. Um, I think that when you use herbs, you reduce the junk in your body overall. So when you're taking medications, vaccines, all those things, you're just putting like mercury. Um, sometimes it could be fetuses of aborted children. It can be um, chicken cells, all kind of random stuff, especially in vaccines. As far as capsules, like you've seen the commercials, just like I have, where they're like saying all this crazy stuff afterwards may produce XYZ, and what the side effects are actually more extensive than what the condition is. So it's like, what's the point? Or I've seen where the the medicine, the the side effects are the same as the actual symptom. So it's like then at that point you don't even know if it's the medication that's causing the problem or is it just you that problem hasn't been fixed and you're just still suffering. I mean, overall, you know, medication doesn't generally heal you. Most of the time they just like band-aid the issue. Um, so when you're band-aiding the issue, much doesn't really get fixed. It just goes undetected longer. You don't feel that pain longer. You don't feel that annoyance longer. And then the next thing you know, boom, it's something bigger than you even had in the first place. Um, Another reason is, I mean, it's been said, you are what you eat. So anything you take into your body is what your body is going to recreate. Every single night when you go to sleep, your body is rebuilding itself. It's breaking down the old and building up new. So if you're consistently giving your body things that it can't use or it doesn't need or that's going to create dysfunction in your body, then the material that your new cells and your new lungs and your new kidneys and your new hair will be made of will be junky. So your skin will be darker, you start to age faster, your hair will start to fall out. Um, you know, your body will start breaking down because everything you eat turns into something that your body is building. What you take in is the building blocks for what you become. So if you're just consistently taking in stuff that isn't beneficial to you, then there's no purpose of doing it. You're just breaking yourself down more. So, I mean, not to discredit them because I think the doctors are, really educated. However, they're educated in medicine, and they're not educated in nutrition, you know. So, what does that do for us? You know, it's important to know how your body works. It's important to feel your body and know when it's functioning just by how it feels different. Um, yeah, that was my main message for today. So, um, like, subscribe, share the message. That'd be great. Um, join me on this road to change, changing our perspective, changing others' perspective, showing and sharing with each other all the different herbs out here. I'll be back next time with another herbal video or maybe even a lifestyle video. We'll see. Um, so I'll see you guys later. Take care and remember, you are what you eat. You see what you think.